Hello guys and welcome to this new video. So we are playing against Ercole Iacone, a FIDE master. I believe by the nickname he's from Italia, but no information. It's really his name, Ercole Iacone. So we are playing a Trompovsky here. Bishop h4 line, so this is a little line. Here, okay, goes d5. This is a playable move, of course. 92. So I try to play c4 and then e4. If he goes knight f5, I'm going bishop f2, regrouping the pieces. So let's go now c4, and then we win a tempo on the bishop when we go e4. Okay, so we can go c5. So we can play c5, now e4. So now we have a really good control of the center. A really good control of the center here. Maybe we can start by with knight e2, then if he takes, we take back and we bring the knight to f3 and the other one to f4. Okay, let's go knight f4 here. So if he takes on e4, we can take on e6 and then take with the knight. And I believe it's really hard for him to develop the pieces. Let's take, and then play e5. So, interestingly, I'm trying to play against those two knights because I don't really see how they get away. So, like in a spider net. Okay, you wanna take the knight. Okay, maybe he wants to take the knight. Maybe he wants to go queen a5. Let's start by playing b4 first. Yeah, and here we have to play a correct move. Because if we can keep those knights sleeping forever on the queen side, I mean, this is finished. This is the end of the game. If we go bishop d3, take queen a5. I mean, this is okay. I believe bishop d3 is okay. Okay, we're castling as well. So after take queen a5, we just go knight b3. Oh, but now he has a move like
Check.
a5. Wow, bishop e3, yeah. Oh, I had bishop f2. What am I doing? Just playing too quick. I just had to play bishop f2. I'm really playing strangely bad in this game. I was totally winning. And now it's more than clear. Okay, let's play f4. I don't care about this rook for the moment. I need to keep the pawn on e5 and bring up a mate attack on the king. So from a very easy position, I just disconnected my brain. It happens, I believe, to a lot of you. I hope at least I'm not the only one to which it happens. Okay, knight b3. Okay, the queen go to c1, so I want to protect the pawn and play knight c4 next. And knight d4, sorry, to attack those two pawns. So even after blundering a rook and a pawn, we still have chances. At least maybe for draw, rook f3, rook g3, bishop g6, or queen c2, bishop g6. So if we're going knight to d4, it might become really dangerous. It would be funny to see the computer analyze after the moves, like castle and king h1. We'll have a lot of fun watching that. So it's still hard for him to activate the knights. I believe I would play rook f7, rook g7 here with black. Okay, knight to d4. So some pressure on the clock. Knight takes e6 now. I'm protecting the pawn. Okay, and here we go. Can we play f5? No, okay, we give the e5 pawn. It's not a good idea. If we go queen c2, he takes on e5. Let's start with rook to f3. The bishop is playing the e1 square, which is really important. No back ranks checkmates for the moment. I love to go queen c2 here. Okay, if I go f5, knight e5, pawn g6. Rook f3, pawn h7. And I mean, the king is always running on h8. If I take, it takes. Okay, it's not really working that way. Let's go queen c2 for the moment. As I said, this bishop is making an amazing job on h4. And now I'm really threatening bishop g6. Still hard for him to activate his pieces. Really hard to activate his pieces. Bishop g6 is a real threat. Okay. So now if knight takes here, nothing is happening. Okay, let's play knight g5. And then probably the pawn to f5. Let's never forget the bishop is really useful to protect the e1 square. So rook g7 here, f5, pawn take f5, bishop takes f5, rook take g5. So we cannot take with the bishop, we have to take with the rook. Maybe f5 is looking good, but it's not as good as it looks. So his next move is knight b5. How do we follow up? So yeah, he's going with the knight over there. We need to find something now. Oh, I don't think I don't find it. I don't find out to continue. So queen f2. Somehow preparing f5. So now I can retake with the bishop. No checkmates on the first rank. Okay. I don't see any checkmates for the moment. Knight h7, bishop e6 check, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm calculating a lot of things, guys. It's hard to talk. Knight to e6. So if he takes with the knight, we'll get the checkmate on f7. Does he have any threat?
Time warning.
Let's take the knight. And maybe we have better take the rook. Trying to make beautiful things. I mean, it's not a beauty contest here.
Check.
Check. Oh, no checkmates. Queen is coming back. I have to win on the clock. 97. Okay. Give a check.
Check.
Give a check. Yes, we got him. We got this one. Wow. Let's have a look. Let's go back to the real start. Okay. So d4, knight f6, bishop g5, knight e4. All that is theoretical. Knight d2. I believe bishop c5, f5 is a mistake. c4. So c5 now. The knight is going backward, and e4. And here I believe black setup is totally wrong. I mean, gave up the setter. So bishop f5 was probably wrong. Bishop e6, knight e2. So it's logical. Now if he takes, I take back. This knight is coming to f3 and this one is going to f4. So all is good for me. So after g6, knight f4. One attack the bishop. Bishop g7. I'm taking and playing e5. So the idea is that I don't see clearly how you will use those two knights. I mean, this one is coming to d7, by example. It can't go neither to d6, neither to b6. I mean, the knights don't have any squares. So here probably a move like b6, b4, a5, a3 was what I did. This is transposing to the game. Interesting to see what happens here. So what I saw is that if he takes, take, and take,
Check.
was looking such positions during the game. I mean, we could have transposed. I mean, it's a close position, and knights must be better than the bishop usually. But here those knights don't have any squares to get away, and they are kind of stuck, especially the c8 knight. I mean, the b8 knight maybe could somehow be useful on f8, even if it's really unclear what it really does. But I mean, the knight on c8 can't really land on b5 because it would be very, very hard to play knight a7. So it's like you have two pieces. You are 2 pieces down somehow, and the bishop will somehow dominate. So he went bishop h6, b4, b6, bishop d3. This makes sense. Castle. And here, castle was okay still. I mean, I'm still just playing against those knights. And I was scared of a5. Because after a3, pawn takes, I could not take back because the knight is not protected anymore by the king. So after this move, I had to take. Could have taken back, and knight b3. Well, the computer still gives me a good advantage. And it's surely because those knights don't move, but I mean, it's kind of getting a bit out of control. I mean, I'm tactically lucky that I win back the e6 pawn, but I mean, I'm losing a bit of control on this game. So mistakes were done with this castling move.
Check.
Bishop e3, and if of course you have to just play bishop f2, and I mean, this is game over. I mean, bishop f2, bishop takes,
Check.
rook takes, and those knights are never going anywhere. I will have plenty of time to kill the king. As you see, the pawns are weak around, and this is an easy game. It's knight jumping, but I made the game more interesting by playing king h1, bishop takes d4. And pawn to f4. So I didn't want to let the bishop take on e5 and come back here to defend the king. I decided to give the exchange, but to make sure the king was weak. So the computer gives a pretty equal position still. Pawn takes, knight e7, knight b3, so following the first line. a5, queen c1, still the first line. a4, knight d4. So here I'm even on plus 150, even with all this material down. So where did it go wrong? Queen a4, knight takes e6. This is a good move. Rook f7, rook f3. So he suggested queen c2. Probably a more direct attack was working. Or even f5. Wow. Let's look at that. f5, knight takes, pawn g6, hg6, and queen h6. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Check.
It's impossible to save this king. This computer is genius. So I'm just going just to
Check.
show you the beauty of the computer mind.
Check.
You're winning back material like that and then still have a pretty weak king. Amazing. So I could just have won the game by playing f5 here directly. Rook f3 just lost of time. So here bishop e1 was winning. So oh, bishop e1 was trapping the queen. But I mean, this king was always really weak, and you could feel it. For a human being, of course, it's harder to crush the king. So here we were at just 34 seconds, and it was hard to create the attack. But it's still really strong. I mean, the bishop covers the b1 square, and the e1 square was protected by the other bishops. So those guys were really playing good. Okay, from here it was just crazy chess.
Check.
I mean, it was blunder after blunder from both sides. But I mean, 8 seconds against 4 seconds, nothing to see. So I hope you enjoyed the game. See you around. Goodbye.